I've been counting every heartbeat, listen for a sign, trying to read the sky for answers on this in-between time. Feels like all the doors are quiet, like heaven's hold still. But maybe in the silence you're speaking louder still. 'Cause every time I think you're distant, I can feel you closer than the air. You're right here in the waiting,
right here in the slow,
right here in the questions
I don't even know.
You're right here in the stillness,
holding every breath.
I don't have to move ahead to know I'm in your hands. You're right here in the waiting. I've been trying to chase tomorrow, like it's where my hope begins. But every time I run that road, I'm back here again. Maybe faith ain't always fire, maybe sometimes it's rain soaking through my impatience, washing off the strain. When I stop fighting the timing, I can finally see you're right here in the waiting,
right here in the slow,
right here in the broken
places I don't show.
You're right here in the stillness,
and in what I hide,
teaching me that peace don't rush and love don't run and hide. You're right here in the waiting. Takes a little longer, if the road bends out of sight, you are faithful in the valley, you are steady in the night. I don't need another sign, I don't need the why. If you're here in this moment, then I'm right where I'm supposed to be. You're right here in the waiting,
right here in the slow,
right here in the mystery
only heaven knows.
You're right here in the stillness,
turning fear to faith.
Then I'll trust you in the middle of every unanswered day. 'Cause you're right here in the waiting. If you're here in the waiting,
and the wait is already won.
Alrighty, then the wait is already won. There's a storm inside my head, waves crashing in my chest. Every word keeps on shouting, won't let my heart rest. I try to drown it with distraction, try to reason with the fear, but the noise just keeps on growing till I can barely hear. Then you whisper through the chaos like you've done moment.
Peace be still.
I don't have to control it when the wind
Starts howling.
and the walls won't stand.
You speak one word.
And it's calm again.
Peace be still.
I've been living in tomorrow like it's already wrong. Borrowing trouble from the future, carrying it too long. But you never ask for worry.
We're there worrying.
You never fed the die. You just call me back to breathe in and let the fear run out. When my mind won't stop racing, your truth slows it down.
Peace be still.
Even in the thunder,
Peace be still.
when I feel pulled under,
You don't need a perfect faith.
you don't need a perfect plan.
You just say the word.
And I understand.
Peace be still.
Oh, you're not shaken,
You're not scared.
you're not scared,
You're not paced.
unprepared.
Unprepared.
If you're steady, I can stand. If you're with me, I'm in good hands.
Peace be still.
Through every question,
Peace be still.
through every tension,
I don't need to fight the storm.
I don't need to prove my will.
If you're in the boat with me.
Peace be still. Oh, ooh. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the thunder fade.
Peace be still.
If he's speaking over water,
Peace be still.
I ain't afraid.
Peace be still. Peace be still. Peace be still. Peace be still.
There were winners in my story, cold and hard to bear. Dreams felt frozen in the silence, hope was thin as air. I kept praying for the sun to break on through. But even in the winter wind, I was held by you. I didn't see the harvest, but you were planting seeds.
Through every season, you stay the same. Through every high, through every pain.
When leaves fall down or flowers bloom, you're still my faithful truth. Through every season, it's always you. There were springs of new beginnings, where grace began to rise. Moments full of resurrection, right before my eyes. And there were autumns of surrender, letting old things go. You were teaching me to trust what only time can show. Every change around me never changes you. Through every season,
You stay the same.
through every loss, through every gain. When skies turn gray or bright and blue, I find my strength in you. Through every season, it's always you. Oh, you're the God of the valley, God of the hill, God in the waiting, God in the still. You don't leave, you don't move when the seasons do. Through every season,
You stay the same.
through every fire,
Through every rain.
when time keeps turning like it always will, you're my anchor still. Through every season, it's always you. Yeah, summer or snow, high tide or low, wherever this road leads me to. Through every season, it's always you. I was carrying the pieces of a heart that came undone. Every prayer felt like an echo, every day a heavier sun. I kept trying just to fix it, every crack and every scar. But the more I tried to mend it, the more I felt how lost we are. Then a whisper in the silence spoke a truth I couldn't fake. There is grace in the broken places where the light can finally shine. There is hope in the shattered moments where your mercy meets with mine. Every tear becomes a river, every wound becomes a sign. There is grace in the broken places, and your love is healing mine. I was walking through the valley with the night inside my chest. Every step felt like a question, every breath a quiet test. But your kindness found my weakness, like the dawn that finds the sea. And the chains I thought were endless started falling quietly. In the middle of my failure, you were reaching out to me. There is grace in the broken places where the light can finally shine. There is hope in the shattered moments where your mercy meets with mine. And the scars that once defined me now remind me every day that the God who makes the mountains still makes broken hearts his clay. There is grace in the broken places where your light is breaking through. There is peace in the silent healing when I place my trust in you. Every night gives way to morning, every promise still is true. There is grace in the broken places, and that grace is pulling me through. The places I was hiding, ooh, were the places you walked in. And the cracks I tried to cover became the doors you entered in. I've been praying through the long night with my head down low, trying to hold a little faith in the dark I didn't know. Every shadow felt like forever, every tear felt like rain. But somewhere past the midnight, I could feel a change. There's a light on the horizon, and it's calling out my name. There's mercy at daybreak, hope with the sunrise. Before my eyes, sorrow don't stay long, it don't own this place. 'Cause there's mercy, sweet mercy, waiting at daybreak. I was counting every heartbeat like it might be my last, if this storm was ever gonna pass. But you've been faithful in the valley, faithful in the rain, and every time you carried me, I never walked alone through pain. Now the sky is slowly turning, and I can see your grace. There's mercy at daybreak, hope with the sunrise. Peace gonna hold me right before my eyes. If it don't get forever, it don't get to stay. 'Cause there's mercy, sweet mercy, waiting at daybreak. the sunrise, joy gonna find me, and I'll rise. Shadows are falling, grace takes their place, 'cause there's mercy, sweet mercy, waiting at daybreak. Oh, I can see it now. The night's getting away. Tears don't last forever. There's mercy at daybreak. I was walking through the valley with a weight I couldn't name. Every road felt like a question, every prayer the same. I was tired of pretending, like my faith was standing tall, when inside I felt so broken, like I had no strength at all. But in the quiet of my weakness, I could hear a gentle prayer.
And your grace found me there, in the middle of my fall, when my heart was barely beating, when I had no hope at all. You were closer than the silence, you were stronger than my fear, and the love I thought I lost was the love that met me here.
I was running from the memories of the battles I had lost, every failure like a shadow, every blessing like a cost. But your mercy kept on waiting, like the sunrise waits for dawn, and the peace I couldn't carry was the peace you place upon. Through the trembling of my spirit, I could feel your steady hand. Yes, your grace found me there,
In the middle of my fall, when my heart was barely beating, when I had no hope at all.
yeah, yeah.
You were closer than the silence,
Ooh, yeah,
you were stronger than my fear,
yeah. And the love I thought I lost was the love of there. Every tear became a river, every scar became a song, for the God who walks the valleys never leaves his child alone. And the night that tried to break I felt your arms around me, like the dawn across the sky.
Oh, your grace found me there.
When my strength was almost gone, yeah.
Now the broken road's behind me.
Yeah. Lead to where my faith belongs. Oh, you were writing hope in silence. You were healing every tear.
Heal every tear.
And the love that saved my story is the love that keeps me here. Yeah, yeah. In the places I was falling, in the places filled with prayer, I discovered heaven's mercy when your grace found me there. I was hiding in the back row, head down, heart closed tight, trying not to feel the echo of another sleepless night. Told myself I'm too far gone now, too much damage in my past. But grace don't scare easy, and your love runs fast. I thought I'd outrun mercy, but mercy outran me. You came looking for me when I didn't want to be found. Through the smoke and the shame, you tracked me down. Didn't wait for me to get clean, didn't wait for me to believe. Right in the middle of my doubt, you came looking for me. I was building up my defenses like they'd keep you out. Every wall I stacked so high was just my fear and doubt. But love don't knock politely when a heart's about to break. You stepped into my ruin for my rescue's sake. What I called my ending, you called redemption. You came looking for me when I was lost in the crowd, when my faith was weak and my pride was loud. You didn't share my questions, didn't leave me in the deep. Right in the middle of my mess, you came looking for me. looking for me. Oh, you never stopped, you never quit. Even when I was done with it, grace kept knocking on my door. And you came looking for me. I've been walking through the midnight with a weight I couldn't name, trying hard to keep it together while I was drowning in the shame. Yeah, I smiled for all the strangers, but I was breaking deep inside. Every road I thought would save me left me empty, dry. We're right there in the silence where I ran out of excuses. You didn't turn away. You found me in the middle of my mess, with dirty hands and a heavy chest. Didn't ask me to clean up first, didn't shame me for the hurt. You called my name through all that wreck, spoke life into my emptiness. When I had nothing left to give, your grace stepped in the middle of my mess. I've been chasing my own freedom down some broken back road of lies. Thought the louder I kept moving, I could outrun what I hide. But the truth was waiting patient, like a river in the night. And mercy met me softly, didn't come to fight. When my faith was barely breathing and my prayers were mostly tears, you were already near. You found me in the middle of my mess, with restless doubts and deep regret. Didn't ask me to explain why I wandered in the pain. You wrapped me up in righteousness, turned my failure into rest. When I had nothing left to prove, your love broke through in the middle of my mess. Chains fall slow when mercy speaks, hope sounds loud in the weak. I was lost, but I was known. I was broken, but not alone. You don't wait for perfect days, you step right in the wreckage place. What I thought would be my end became the place. you stepped in. shame it built its nest, and you tore those walls apart, put revival in my heart. Now I'm standing in your grace, not because I earned my place, because you love me as I was, and that is enough. Hey, I was wandering through the silence with a tired, restless soul. Every road felt unfamiliar, every dream was losing hope. I was searching through the shadows for a sign to guide my way, but the answers kept on hiding at the ending of each day. Then a quiet voice within me said the dawn was drawing near. After the long night,
There is hope,
beyond the pain,
there is mercy.
in the morning, after every storm of rain, when my faith was barely breathing, when my strength was almost gone, you were writing brighter chapters in the story all along. I was holding on to worries like they own my every breath. Every mountain looked too heavy, every step resembled death. But your grace began to whisper through the chaos in my mind, and the peace I thought was distant was much closer than I'd find. Through the valley of the question, you were walking by my side. There is a light after the long night,
There is hope,
beyond the pain,
there is mercy.
in the morning, after every storm of rain, when my faith was barely breathing, when my strength was almost gone, you were writing brighter chapters in the story all along. You were there in every heartbeat,
You were there in every fall,
even when I couldn't see you.
you were holding through it all.
Now the road that once felt broken,
Feels like mercy in disguise.
for the tears that once were falling, are the rivers of new life. There is light after the long night,
There is joy,
beyond the tears,
there is healing.
in your promise that outlives my deepest fears. Now my heart is slowly rising, a truth that leads my way. Yeah.
After a long night wait, after every silent fight,
Oh yeah.
there's a mercy in the morning.
In the never-ending light. There were nights I barely made it, a heart hanging by a thread. Every fear I tried to bury was shouting in my head. I was tired of being strong, tired of holding on alone. Didn't know how I was standing till I saw I wasn't on my own. When my strength ran out, yours was just beginning. You carried me through when I couldn't walk, when my faith was weak and my prayers were lost. Through the fire and the flood, when I didn't have a clue, I thought I made it somehow, but it was you. You carried me through. I remember all the moments I thought it was the end. Every door that felt like closure, every heart I couldn't mend. But looking back, I see it now. The places you stepped in, what I called my breaking point, was where your grace began. I was never as alone as I felt. You carried me through when I lost my way, when the night was long and I couldn't pray. Through the doubt and the fear, when I couldn't see the truth, I thought I was holding on. But you carried me through. You were under every fall, you were behind every door. You were steady in the valley when I couldn't take no more. I didn't see your hands, but they were there, holding up my world when it felt unfair. You carried me through every broken mile, every tear-stained prayer, every restless trial. Now I'm standing here with a different view. I thought I survived it, but it was you. Oh, it was you. You carried me through. Yeah. If I'm still breathing, if I'm still standing, it's not by luck, it's not by chance, it was you. You carried me through. trying to earn affection, trying to prove my worth, measuring my value by the best and worst. Every time I thought I failed you, I just pulled away. Didn't know your love don't work that way. I was bracing for the lecture, but you were reaching for my hand. You hold me like a father does, not with anger, but with love. When I'm falling, when I'm lost, you don't count the cost. You hold me like a father does. I've been hiding all my weakness, like it's something to be ashamed. But you don't scare easy when you hear my name. And every time I come undone, every time I break, you don't turn your face away. I don't have to be perfect to be your son. You hold me like a father does, through my questions, through my runs when I'm doubting, when I'm afraid. You don't push away. You hold me like a father does. No slam door, no folded arms, just open grace and steady arms. I was looking for approval, you were giving me a home. I was fighting to belong. You said I've always been your own. You hold me like a father does, through my silence, through my storms. I don't have to earn this place, I don't have to hide my face. You hold me like a father does. Not because I'm worthy, not because I'm strong, but because I'm yours. And I've been all along, held like a father does. I've been sitting in the dark a while, trying to sort out who I am. All the noise I let define me, all the things I couldn't mend. I swore I felt you slipping, like smoke right through my head. Maybe it was only me turning from your hand. 'Cause even in the silence, there was a steady whisper. You never left, not for a minute, not when I doubted, at my lowest, you never left. I've been running from reflection, afraid of what I'd see. Every mirror told a story of who I used to be. But mercy don't scare easy, and love don't walk away. And every road I wandered down, you were there anyway. When I thought I crossed the line that I could not come back from, you never left, not for a second. Not when I broke down, not when I wrecked it. Through all my restless, through my regret, even at my worst, you never left. I was the one who ran, I was the one who hid, but you were standing in the distance, right where you'd always been. No slammed doors, no turning back, just open arms in the middle of my past. You never left, not in the valley, not in the shadows, not in the angry. Through every falling, through every breath, even when I couldn't feel you, you never left. Oh, you were there in the silence, there in the ache, there in the breaking. I thought was too late, but it wasn't too late. You never left. I was walking through the midnight with a heart that lost its flame. Every road was cold and empty, every prayer the same. I was carrying old sorrow like a stone inside my chest. Every step felt like a battle, every breath without a rest. But a whisper in the darkness spoke a promise through the pain. When mercy calls my name, I can feel the chains release, like the sunrise through the shadow, like a river bringing peace. When my hope was barely breathing, when my faith was worn and weak, there was love beyond the silence, there was grace enough for me. I was standing in the ruins of the dreams I couldn't save. Every memory a reminder of the courage that I gave. but your kindness kept on reaching through the storms inside my soul. And the light I thought had vanished was the light that made me whole. Through the thunder of my questions, I could hear your quiet voice. When mercy calls my name, yeah, I can feel the chains release, like the sunrise through the shadows, like a river bringing peace. When my hope was barely breathing, when my faith was worn and weak, there was love beyond the silence. There was grace enough for me. In the valley of my sorrow, you were standing in the rain, turning every broken moment into healing through the pain. And the road I thought was ending was the road that led me home. Now mercy calls my name, and my heart begins to rise, like a morning full of promise, breaking through the darkest skies. Where my faith was once a whisper, now it's stronger than before. For the love that found me bleeding is the love that heals.